The barbarian, king of the barren waste, Magnus Jacovius has arrived. How's everyone doing? This fine Saturday afternoon. I'm doing alright. A little bit sleepy, but that's okay. So, we got our weekly drawing stream up, huh? But what to draw, right? We'll just make sure everything's working alright. I don't really have anything in mind to draw today. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll draw a game character. Maybe I'll just doodle incoherently. Who knows? I sure don't, but I probably should, considering it's my stream, huh? Alright, looks like my tablet's working alright. I'm gotta go deal with that. I'll be back in 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Hopefully that won't get picked up anymore. Hello, there we go. Alright. Now, what to draw today? I could draw a character, or I could just doodle. Let's see. What pen am I using? I use my sketch pen, or my line art pen, or brush, I guess. Hello! How's it going? How would you like me to call you? Like, Emiwa? Nah. Emiwa na. Or Horu. However you like, that's how I'll call you. I haven't really decided on what to draw yet. So might as well practice some circles while I'm just kind of thinking. I hope everyone had a good New Year's Day. I had a fun time. Let's see. I had my Terraria stream yesterday. And after that, and before that, honestly, I've gotten into Genshin recently. It's a pretty decent game. I just like spacing out and wandering around aimlessly across the landscape. That's the part I really like. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da. As always, let me know if the sound mix is off, and I'll try to fix it as soon as possible. Vtuber. I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's okay. Hello. Well, thank you. Um, 少し日本語を、少し日本語できます。でも、ありがとうね。So I'll try my best. I still don't know what to draw. Let's draw. I want to draw. I don't know, we'll just continue with these small doodles. Why not? Merge with layer below. I'm trying to think of things to say in Japanese, but I'm blanking right now. How do you say that in Japanese? Surimashita. That right? I think so. Nihongo o wasurimashita. I think that means I forgot. Japanese. I think so. Anyway. Let's see, what characters are popular right now? I don't know. Anyway, I started playing Genshin Impact recently. Like I was saying. And it's fun to just kind of wander around aimlessly. All sorts of things you could just find on the ground and everywhere. That was my favorite part of Breath in the Wild. Just kind of wandering around aimlessly and seeing what things you can discover. Lots of fun things in the outskirts. Weird little stuff the developers put in. Just so you can look at. Wander around the desert aimlessly. Fighting the sun. And the heat. Let's do a small sketch. Let's make this line a little bit bigger, and I don't know. Genshin, I'm not really big on gachas, so I just play free to play and take what I can get. Luckily for me, I do enjoy playing the free characters, so I don't have too much of an issue. Also, the few characters I've gotten with the free roles. So I've gotten pretty lucky, I think. I don't have any 5 stars, if that's what you're wondering. Let's see, what do they look like, even? Oh well, I don't know. Might as well keep drawing myself, huh? What else can I draw? Let's do a little ball rolling down a hill. Oh no, there's a man in the way. What'll he do? He's going to. He sees it. Oh no, he's worried. Oh look, he jumped just in time. Look at that, he's doing a little flip in the air too. Just because he's cool like that. ground, in the ground. Oh no, little stick man, watch out, it's coming. Oh, ta-da. He lived. He's gonna go on to live another day in his little stick life. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sure, strange little men, huh? This guy, he's got a head like this and a nose like this. And let's give him a pupil. Because people have pupils. He's a weird little guy. And his chin looks like that. It's his hair, because why not? And let's do this. Let's see. Next look like this, kind of. Let's give him a little squid body. Yeah, he just kind of wiggles across the ground. No. Let's do... Yeah, that's what he looks like. He's got one big toe. He's got these little hands. And he just kind of scoodles around. Scoodles around on his merry way. He's looking for... What's he looking for? Let's make him want to find... some food. He's hungry. He wants the apple. He wants the apple because he's hungry. He's gonna get it. He's gonna find the apple and he's gonna eat the apple. Because he loves apples. That's just how he lives his life. There's his legs. He's running as quick as he can. I don't know, I guess I could practice drawing hands. Pretty bad at that. Let's see, hands are like that. And there's the wrist. There's the thumb. Kind of curves in like this. And the knuckle. Little finger goes about here. And this goes here, and that goes there. This finger goes like this. Kind of. Anyway, that kind of looks like a hand. Touch up these lines a bit, just to clean it up. His fingers are a bit short, but we can fix that quickly. And there we go. It looks okay, I guess. This thumb is too long. No. Thumb should be about here. That's okay. Alright. Weird shading aside, that looks decent. It's a start. That's all you can ask for, really. Just a start. A hand. There's a bit of practice. No, what else should I draw? There's the new year. Let's get a little hat. Happy New Year. Yay, let's draw a little bit of squiggles and confetti. Hooray. We survived another year. Ain't that grand? My glove is falling apart, which is unfortunate. One moment, please. Alright, hopefully I won't get into the way too much. What to draw? What to draw? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really in the mood for drawing too much. But that's when you should draw the most. Because if you don't practice, you only practice when you feel like it. Then you're not really practicing at all. Cool. Hey, look, it's a cube. Crazy how that works, huh? Not a very good cube, but it's a cube nonetheless. Really coming up on a blank of what to draw today. Let's continue with little doodles. Second hairband. Nose. The rest of the head. Necktie. It's more like this. Like this. I think she has a belt here. Then hands behind the back because I don't feel like drawing them right now. Dun, 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 dun. That looks kind of good. There's a fun little sketch done. Kind of just doing this from memory, so I don't know how accurate this is. But there you go. It's a little bit less pointy. There we go. Look at that. Is the head shape correct? There we go. That looks pretty alright. Alright. I'll be back in a moment. I have to go calm my dogs down. They're howling in the other room. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not. So, I'll resume in a moment. Alright, the dogs are quiet for now, so I'm back. How's it going, Jinator? Hope you're having a good day. I don't really have anything specific I'm drawing. I'm just kind of doodling different things. If you have anything you want to see me draw, feel free to say it, because I'm out of ideas. Aw, thanks a lot. This is what I've been doing. We're just gonna hide that one again. Alright, I did this thing. Alright, what's next? True, very true. It's my beard. And there we go. Alright, my ears come first. There's nothing clean about drawing today. Today's kind of a sloppy, relaxed draw. Mix the beard up. Erase some of these inner lines. What's this? Yup. There we go. That looks less weird. Then fix up the beard a bit. Great. Touch this up a bit. Get my neck. As always. And then we'll just duplicate this. Hide that one. Beautiful. Alright, what else should we draw? Let's do... kind of. A very sloppily drawn and smaller mouth version, I guess. Because I'd have to move all of my facial hair up more. Actually, I could do that. Let's see. Let's just do this. Take this, go to warp. And there we go. Now let's clean up the lines a bit. Where's my pen? Gonna hear. Let me touch up the eyebrows. There, it's beautiful. That's better. Pop. Pop. There we go. No. Now that that joke has run its course, what else should we do? Drinky. End. Popcorn. May I draw you? Yes, I don't want to anymore. May I draw you? What? No. Excellent. Alright, this is a person. Popcorn just called Pop. What you got there, son? Pop. Ah, you mean soda? No. I mean pop. Look at his rosy cheeks. He's adorable. There, I non-consensually drew Blockhead, the Block Man. Take that, Minnesota. Alright, let me lower that a bit. There we go. Now, what was I doing? Oh yes, this. Oh, he doesn't have ears. I just realized that. There's his ears. Look at him, he's beautiful. Oh, wait a sec, his eyes are circles. We can't have that. There. It's a square man in a square world. Right. I was in, on my travels across the world, I was in a place once where people were trying to learn, and one of those people kept interrupting, what do you humans call it? Class, I suppose. Kept interrupting class to talk about Roblox. Constantly. Without fail. It was quite grating, I heard. It was getting a bit ridiculous, if I'm being honest. There would come a point where even the teacher is just like, ah. Oh, good. He's gonna talk about Roblox again for 20 minutes. Alright, enough of this guy. I'm tired of looking at him. There, let's add some color. You know, I've been trying to make thumbnails that look at least a little bit visually pleasing. I'm not really sure if they're working. I can't tell if my stuff ain't showing up that much. If it's the live streams, or if it's the thumbnails that aren't getting the clicks. Turns out it's really hard to see where the problems are because there's so many of them. You don't know how to fix them. This kind of looks like a mouth, doesn't it? They really are. There's so many... so many different things you have to do. Like, do I cave and make a clickbait title because everyone will click on it, but then will they stay for the content? I don't know. I've just been kind of doing simple ones because it saves me time. Look, it's a frog! Surprise! Ribbit. Still. Yeah, that's fine. It kind of looks like his mouth is closed. Very true. I want people to click on it, but I also want them to actually come to the video for the video. So where does the balance lie? Who knows? Then of course there's the issue of, is this okay to use? Am I going to get in trouble for this? Can I just use images? Do I use a press kit? It's okay. What will not get me in trouble? Brug. Yeah. Sure is one. An eternal issue of, is this copyrighted? Am I gonna get in trouble for putting this here? Do they want me to put it here? Thumbnails are annoying. Well, that's good to know. Sometimes I'm not sure if I should be using, like, some official images that they want for that. Or if I could just kind of use any screenshot from games or whatever. And then on that note, I'd have to actually get the screenshot from a game, which is more effort than, honestly, I'm willing to put in for the thumbnail. Which, to be fair, could be why they're not as popular. Let's give him a bib. True. I don't think they can, but I don't know. I usually play it safe. Judging from other people's thumbnails, though, you can get away with a lot. Big. Doggo. Big Flug. He's a big boy. Let's give him a little smile. Look at him, he's so happy. I'm not familiar with those. What are they? 3 AM challenges. Give him a little tongue sticking out. He's cheeky. Oh, saying Bloody Mary into the mirror at 3 AM. That kind of stuff. Now that's a good title. Heck, that's a really good title. A big Flug. Look at him. He's such a happy boy. I bet he's super proud of himself. I'm guessing it was a lot of shrieking and stuff, huh? Animals are rowdy today. Shame it couldn't be as good as their video naming skills. That's the thing about a lot of clickbait. Sure, you can get people to click on it, but that's just half the battle. You also want people to have high watch time and retention. You also want people to come back for more. So it's an ever-growing fight between, do I get people to click on it and just click on it? Or do I get them to stay around? How do I do both? I guess you just gotta make sure your content's as good as it can be. I don't know. I'm thinking of starting... Of course he did. Why not? My next video is going to be titled Magnus Died. And then it's just going to be 3 hours of me staring into the camera blankly. And then I'll cough and be like, oh, I'm still alive. No, I don't have the views for that. Star power. Yet, anyway. That would just be like, leaving the stream open, and going off and doing something, and then coming back and just turning it off later. It might, but you have to have people find it in the first place. Like, if you're someone like Fubuki, you could do that easy peasy, no problem. But until people notice you, you gotta get loud. Get them to stick around. Otherwise, it could just be a passing video, like, look at this guy sitting there for 16 hours, doing nothing. That might work better if it was a webcam, but since it's, Vtuber, like, seriously, I could just leave my computer on and go to sleep, and that's my 7-hour stream. Which, well, kind of funny. Doesn't really help anyone. That's the thing about going viral. Everyone wants that one pop-off where they can get a large influx of viewers and followers and subscribers. The only problem about it is you have to make sure that they can stick around after the pop-off. Otherwise, much like many bands, you become a one-hit wonder and people don't really pay attention anymore. Of course, your future stuff gets boosted in the algorithm, but it has to still be good. So it's like, do I have the content to want to go viral? Should I use my good ideas now, or should I wait until I'm a bit more skilled? Do I want to throw everything I got immediately? What if no one watches? A lot of things to consider. I'm thinking of starting a new series. This would be not a live stream, but a separate video series. That way, I have some content that isn't just live stream, so people, aside from the highlights, of course, which I have to work on at some point. But with this new series, people could check me out and see my personality outside of stream hours. Also very true. Because, yeah, that's how everyone knows you, and maybe that would open you up to monetization, but it was published beforehand. Speaking of monetization, YouTube ad revenue is doo-doo garbage right now. All the real money comes in merchandising, honestly. That's the dream, isn't it? Getting big enough that you can sell merchandise. Then of course that's a whole other hassle, where you have to figure out how to sell merchandise. How to do it legally, anyway. I mean, you can always just sell whatever, I guess. There's so many laws tied up into so many of these things, it gets a bit difficult to navigate sometimes. Oh, absolutely it is. Just think about an adorable little Magnus plushie sitting on the shelves of everyone across the entire world. That'd be the day. The other thing too, it's kind of hard to think about, is what days and times seem to get the most feedback, whether you're streaming or posting videos. Like, how are the most people gonna see this video? Usually I stream towards the night because 1, it works better for me, and 2, most people get off work at that time. Saturdays I do it earlier because it's Saturday. Most people are up at this time anyway. It also lets me have Saturday night off, which is nice. This video series I'm thinking of. With these highlights and other video ideas, it's probably better to post them on days without a stream. That way you have a constant flow of content. That way you can stream one day and throw some highlights on the next. Yeah, exactly. Does a time matter? Does a day matter? Are there too many other YouTubers uploading on this day and people come with a overload of videos? Too much content at once, so they just don't watch any of it. There's so many things to consider behind the scenes aside from make video, make happy. But hell, if it wasn't difficult, what would be the point, huh? I'm thinking hopefully with this series idea I have, it'll gain a bit of traction. And it's because it'll be shorter videos. It's a bit more conductive to the YouTube algorithm. Plus, people get a taste of something outside of the streams themselves and the highlights. I'm also considering. I'm not sure if I should or not. I'm kind of considering if I should make a second channel for what is it called? ASMR. I don't know if I have the setup for that. But that would be all pre-recorded stuff, because the barren wastes are a bit too hectic for live calming down. I don't know, people seem to like my voice, so that might be something to look into. And through there, if they want to see ASMR content, of course I'd link my streaming channel to it. And the videos wouldn't affect my streaming channel monetization, because it'd be a separate channel. I don't know, these are just things bouncing in my head. Many things to do and not enough hours in the day as it goes. Not enough motivation in the day either. Ooh. He's angry. You know, I feel like I don't use my expressions that often. I feel like I should use it more, but I just don't usually have the opportunity. I can usually maintain calm during games and stuff. I have to use angry a bit, but I don't really have too much of a use for sad. Unless I'm making a joke or something. That'd probably be better for collabs, honestly. Collabs are a whole nother mess to get into, though. Yeah, like with most things, there's a crazy amount that goes into it. With videos and, hell, anything really. It seems so simple on the surface, but once you dive in, it's a whole nother beast. You gotta worry about marketing and how you present yourself and your brand and all sorts of random crap. Even worse when you don't have anyone to work with you, you know. Back in the days of the OG YouTubers, you had to become a videographer, and editor, and voice actor, and real actor, and all sorts of things. A writer, director, everything. It really does, all the work that goes into it. Makes it look a lot less like I hit record and started making the funny, and I put a lot of thought into what I do. On the flip side, when someone's not doing very good, you can tell. Like, in music, for example, an average person will listen to a song and think, that's nice. But a trained musician will be like, he messed up here, and here, and here, and here. And the person playing it is like, oh crap, I messed up everywhere. I don't think I played a single note correctly. And that's just the nature of creation, honestly. You see all the flaws. People trained in it see a few flaws. And people who don't know anything are just kind of like, yay, good, cool. That's what you have to really think about. Realistically looking at your own flaws, I think. On one hand, you should see your flaws and work to make them your work as unflawed as possible. But on the other hand, you have to let yourself go. Like, certain imperfections, most people aren't going to notice it unless they're really looking at it. And even then, they probably don't matter all that much. And if it does, oh, trust me, they'll tell you. They will tell you. And you can take that feedback and grow. But then you also have to know what feedback to ignore and just move on without. Because every feedback isn't equally as valuable. Some feedback would only serve to lessen your abilities in content and creativity. Screaming rage, angry. It's always difficult when you want to do something as kind of a hobby, but you'd love to make it more of a full-time thing, but it takes so much out of you to the point where you don't like the hobby anymore. To an extent, all feedback does have its use. Like the age-old adage, there's no dumb questions. There is dumb questions, and there is poor feedback. If someone just says good, Or if someone just says bad, that's not very useful. At most, you can understand that they don't have too much of a vested interest in it, so maybe they're the wrong target audience. Or maybe it's just mediocre. If someone's feedback is that they're just launching attacks against you, that's not useful in the slightest. That's just a reflection on their poor state of being. So you can completely disregard something like that. True. If you get a lot of fake feedback, then the tipping point just kind of makes it so that, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of people just think it's pretty good. But especially at the stage we're at now, fake feedback doesn't really serve too much of a purpose. You still appreciate that someone took the time to give you some feedback. But especially if you're asking for feedback, it's very frustrating. Sometimes you can give feedback and they're just like, yeah, it looks fine. But you're trying to get genuine feedback and they're just trying not to hurt your feelings sometimes. That's why part of getting feedback is knowing what questions to ask. And I'm talking specifically in what's it called? Focus groups. I guess focus groups. Like when you show someone a product and you want to get their opinion on it, you can't just say, what do you think? Otherwise you're going to get an equally vague answer. More targeted questions get you more targeted answers. Like instead of saying, how is it? You can ask, what was your favorite part? Which part did you hate the most? What was the most frustrating part? You don't want to use, like, hate. If they hate something, they'll let you know. But, like, what was the most frustrating bit about this? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a point where it's so positive sometimes that there's almost no value in the constant praise and you're doing great, sweetie, that kind of thing. Like, it's good to be positive, but it's not good to be so positive that you're not actually bringing value to the conversation. You know? Like, everyone's doing fantastic. It's not necessarily true. It's a good sentiment, but some people are not, in fact, doing fantastic. And should probably look at their content a bit closer. To grow, anyway. If you're doing it as a hobby, and you don't really care about growth or how your stuff is, then do whatever you want. That's just how it goes. But for people genuinely trying to grow and get bigger, oh yeah, it was great. Was it great, or were you just saying that? It's great. You can't really use that too much. It's not very helpful. But it's good to have a blend. You want positivity and support, but you also want people to be genuine with you. Like, I'm sure you've heard of it, but the critique sandwich, where it's like compliment, negative compliment, and that helps people take things better. Where you're not just focusing on the negative of what's wrong, you're also giving them some feedback on what's good and what they should continue to do. If you get all positive feedback, then you don't know what's working and what's not. And if you get all negative feedback, then once again, you don't know what's working, what's not. You're just going to assume, in one case, everything's working, even though it might not be, and in the other case, nothing's working, even though it may very well be working. That's why it's always important to get some trusted friends that take a look at some, that aren't afraid to give you negative feedback. Especially, people who are familiar with what you're doing. If you ask someone who has no idea how to edit a video, hey, how does this look? Oh, it looks fantastic. How did you do that? But if you ask a video editor, how does this look? They can point out where you did right and point out what you did wrong and how you can grow and improve. That's what it's really all about. Growing and improving. You know, you need your support network, but you also need your support network to be able to tell you you're doing something wrong. If no one ever calls you out, then you just always do whatever the hell you feel like. And that could lead to bad things, of course, you know. You don't want to say, it's his life and he can choose whatever he wants, when it's your best friend and he's doing hard drugs and ruining his life. If he's your friend, you'd want to call him out for that. You know the guy for years, you're just gonna let him OD on some drug in a back alley somewhere. It's not a very good friend. On the flip side, if you're always giving your friend shit for nothing, you're also not doing a very good friend. Celebrate their triumphs with them, and whenever they're doing something wrong, you know, help them out. Gotta help them. They're just letting them self-destruct, I suppose. Exactly. Like on some of the talent shows, like, I don't know, American Idol or crap back in the day. You have some people who get on there and they're just awful at singing. They're like, everyone I know told me I was great. All my friends told me I was great. My family told me I was great. Those people aren't doing them a favor. Some people just want everyone to be happy, but for a moment. To the point where they're not doing anyone any favors. It's always a difficult balance, though. You want to be encouraging, but you also don't want to shut them down. You know, it's the you want to encourage them to get better, but you also don't want them to think that they're flawless and nothing's going wrong with what they're doing. Of course, in all of this talking, I'm one of the bit more dour personalities in the Vtuber community. I'm not so much sunshine and roses and being cutesy on Maine all the time. Or at all, really. I want people that grow and fight on, but I don't know, I've never been a very... I don't know how to put it. Lovey-dovey. I'll put it like that. Lovey-dovey. I don't even know if I'd call myself a realist. Like, I can be a realist, but I'm very also head in the clouds. Compared to some of my friends, especially. Outside of VTubing. That I've met in my travels from the Barren Waste. less of a realist and more, I don't know, maybe I'm just a negatively charged person. You know, there's positive people. I'm just more negative than positive. I try not to be too negative though, especially out and about when people are just trying to have a good time. But then again, I'm not a pessimist either. I'm more of an optimist. I don't know. I'm much like the concept of a barbarian king. I'm a bit conflicted with everything I am, you know. My feet are firmly on the ground and my head's in the clouds. Now, those things don't go together. Yeah. It's always a bit of a struggle, though. But from even a leadership standpoint, you can't just say, oh crap, we're all gonna die, because if you're panicking, then what the hell are they supposed to do? You know, people are looking to you for guidance. And if you're just worrying people unnecessarily, it's not really that great either. So it's always a constant struggle. You'd be negatively positive. I don't know. If you can, that's what I am. Negatively positive. I think most people have the power to better themselves and grow and change. It's just most people don't. It's a bit of a heavier topic, but that's fine. Not every topic needs to be lighthearted, and it's important to reflect on things. Oh, you're given a full range of emotions for a reason. You can be joyful, but not happy, you know? It's true. As much as we have fun and games here, sometimes the anime boys have got to get real for a sec. Honestly, VTubing, having this avatar, kind of lets you be a little bit more real than having just a webcam on your actual self. No, it's... You don't have to worry about how you look or how your area looks. You can just focus on your voice, your personality, and what you think and believe. Kinda ironic, huh? Fake anime drawing avatar often shows off more of a person's real self than actually watching them. You know, the whole, put a content voice on, smile for the camera kind of stuff. If you're behind an avatar, you can slouch a bit more, you can get a bit more relaxed. Let's draw something else. It's a snail. True. Very true. Look, he's a happy little guy. Okay. Yeah, happy little snail buddy. Oh, let's give him his tail. I forgot about that. There we go. Look at him. He's inspecting his own rumpa-dump. He likes what he sees. He worked hard for this house. Put aside money for years, saved up. And now he's got the Swirl Deluxe. Top of the line. It's even got spoilers. Look, he just added that. He's real proud of it. It's Turbo the Snail. From the hit movie Turbo the Snail. Oh no, this video is gonna get copyright struck. Why would you say that? Oh no! Everyone, run! Panic! Panic! Ooh, I don't think they caught us. Alright, we're safe for now. True. At least we don't have to deal with the Nintendo ninjas. Or the Mouse's Death Squad. You know, I gotta be honest. Thinking back to my idea to possibly do ASMR videos. It'd be a really strange feeling if I get known and become popular for doing, I don't know, like something weird, like boyfriend ASMR or something. I don't know. Talking about fears. I don't fear many things. But one of my greatest fears in life is having to sustain myself by becoming a not safe for work, a furry artist. East meets the West. It's a fight between the Nintendo ninjas and the Disney Mafia. That's probably why I don't want to do anything with Kingdom Hearts in general. Honestly, the only company worse with the copyright and stuff than Nintendo is Disney. He's thinking he's real snazzy. He's like, yeah, get a load of that. Ladies, you like? Like. Yeah, I know the dimensions are off on the spoiler, but I don't care enough. This snail is the Chad to end all Chads. Look at his chin. Look at that chin. He's a cool snail. Let me touch these lines up a bit. There we go. Now it looks like a chin and not a goatee. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Janator. Maybe next time you'll try to be cooler, huh? Although, I don't know if you can compete with a snail this cool. Download swagger.exe. Alright, with that. We're about approaching the 2-hour mark. So I think I'll probably call it for this stream. I don't know, maybe I'll post some of this weird stuff on Twitter. I forgot about that. I forgot I even drew that. Cube. His finger's too short. Perspective's off. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Looks a little bit better. All right. I really forgot I drew that. I don't know what to call this. I'll call him... It's Lil Scrumpy. thing. Why are my eyes so small? Once I finish touching up these drawings, I think I'm gonna call it for this stream. There we go, that looks better. It's this line. It's this line. Alright, that's fine. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the stream today. So, let's see, what picture should I end it on? Beijing. Big Foog. We'll do Big Foog. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for chatting. And I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday, or Sunday, or whatever day it is. Good rest of your day. Big Foog. Hit the subscribe button if you want to watch more of my content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a live stream. Go and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out. And as always, make sure to take care of yourself and drink some water. Get some rest when you need it, you know. Take care of yourself first. This has been the Barbarian, King of the Barren Waste, Magnus Jacovius. Thanks for watching. Until next time.